Alrighty then.
Rocking and rolling?
Rocking, rolling.
We just did Untold Manzo.
Yep.
And then we talked about the Untold referee one. I forgot the guy's name still.
Yeah.
But they just whipped out like 20 Untolds in the same week. It just came out already.
Oh, really?
And Manzo came out like last week.
That's crazy. So we got something wrong.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Not with Manzo, but with the referee one.
Yeah.
That referee was not involved in the
At
game
all.
in the game here in Sacramento in 2002 or whenever it was. No. And I'm seeing
meaning that he wasn't reffing the game.
He wasn't reffing the game, and that there's no actual proof.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
For that game, that anything.
No. I don't believe that game. I just mean like the Kings in general.
The Kings in general.
Like he reffed a bunch of Kings games. Yeah, I don't think that game. Yeah, the Robert Horry shot kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's just a dagger in the wound.
Yeah.
No, yeah, probably. Who knows what I fucking said because I talk on my ass. But I
thought it too. So
no. I think the general consensus is that it affected the Kings because that guy tended to ref a bunch of our games.
Yeah.
But that last game was just trash because Robert Horry.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
But I bet you still good because it's gambling related too, right?
Yeah.
And then like a power trip, I assume beyond that.
Likely. Yeah.
Right. Like that's kind of a referee thing, though.
Yeah. Brandon Crawford got thrown out of a game the other day because of the third base umpire.
Just cuz.
Yeah. Anyway, he's only been thrown out 3 times his entire 11, 12-year career.
Yeah. Refs hated me. So I dealt with many a politic.
There you go.
Yeah. And I get it. But what's the Stanford study? Where they do like fake prisoners, fake whatever, and they show the power trip. You know, like that's just so true psychologically. You know, you get put in a power position, you become a bitch. Welcome to One Good Question, ladies and gentlemen. Our Friday episode, quick 10-minute hitter where we try to interact with the fam. So if you go to 50percentfacts.com, join our Discord. Discord is like a big old group chat forum mixed with WhatsApp, and it's just our community. So it's just lifters, fellow podcast people, good company, people that like gaming, sports, food, stuff that we're into. You get like-minded individuals. It's absolutely free, costs you nothing. You get exclusives, giveaways, and early access to all our apparel. A lot of people are whining about a restock. We don't do restock, so if you want to get involved with our apparel and you want to make sure you get your size and color, get in the Discord. It's basically the only way I can guarantee that you get that stuff. On the left, there's the group chat. There's different basically servers within or settings within the Discord, and we also have one called The One Good Question. You can hop in there and ask us absolutely anything you want, any question that pops in your head, and we will, and you have a chance for us to answer it here on the show. And the question of the day that I got for us is pretty solid, and I bet you Jim's gonna, once he thinks about it, have a way better answer than I have. But the question is, what the hell's going on here? The question is, if you could see a movie remade, any movie, with a different actor or actress as the lead, or maybe we'll just say character, what would it be? Example being Titanic starring The Rock, which is the worst example ever. The best.
I would do everything I could do to avoid seeing that, but I also did everything that I could to avoid seeing Titanic, period.
Really? Why was it so hyped? I was too young. I never saw it.
Well, I don't know, to be honest. It's not like anybody has any question about how it's going to end.
True.
It ends in the fucking water.
Yeah, was it the acting? Like, why did everyone love it?
Leo.
Yeah. He is good.
Winslet, she's good.
But Leo wasn't Leo at that point.
But that's how Leo became Leo.
Gotcha.
Basically.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like, the hype wasn't there.
Yeah, but it got there because of that. And I don't know, James Cameron, big name director,
big money,
huge spectacle.
But wasn't it the biggest grossing in forever?
It was for a while. Yeah. Now it's Avatar.
Yeah,
the original, which also sucks, by the way.
Yeah, I've never seen Titanic.
I've seen parts of it. I've never seen the whole thing. My sister gave me a copy of it on VHS for Christmas one year.
Titanic?
It's it's not me.
Yeah, that style of movie is just definitely not what I'm into.
I mean, normally it would be, but just the whole, it was maybe too popular. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
It is hard to say because you don't know with music and that stuff. Is it popular because there's politics and stuff going on in the background to push it, or is it just hit like the fandom that everyone's about it, or is it actually that good? That's why I am kind of a hipster because a lot of shit's just not that good.
Yeah, I just watched Dean recommended it, and I actually got on it. The Offer.
Oh yeah,
it took me.
I heard someone else. Maybe it was Nadeem. Someone else.
It took me a while to actually get all the way through it for whatever reason, because it's very, very good, but it's not so like you got to sit there and watch the next episode. Kind of compelling. About the making of The Godfather, which is not a movie that I love, but I love Francis Ford Coppola for a couple of the movies he did.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
So you get a little BTS on it.
Yeah. Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
And Conversation. And Conversation was like after Godfather 1, which really surprised me. I should have known that. Like I studied this guy's films, and I should know that, but I didn't know that. God, who would I recast in what?
This might be a hot take or maybe too brash, because we're both obviously big Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
But I'm probably redoing the whole cast in all of them. I like Ewan McGregor. I like Obi-Wan or Qui-Gon.
Uh-huh. But he was wasted because they didn't...
No, yeah. He didn't
They used him in
show
one film
anything.
and they didn't really do anything with him.
But you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. Even the original 3, I'm maybe switching cats out. Harrison was terrible in it.
Harrison was like at arm's length of it.
Yeah,
however,
it's just like cringy.
However, if you, and I've said this before, I'm sure, if you watch 4, 5, and 6 back to back to back, then you realize that what he was doing with his performance.
I just don't think the acting in it is at the level of how good the movie is.
Well, I think,
or maybe how big of a fan I am.
Yeah, I think that,
especially the new ones.
Yeah, really, Mark Hamill. Is a very good voice actor.
Yeah.
He's not a great, like, in live action actor.
Yeah.
And the dialogue is terrible.
Right. Part of it's kind of the script, right? Like, it's just kind of corny.
So the first one, the dialogue is so bad. Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's very robotic-y corny. It feels like they're reading to you.
Yeah.
And part of it isn't because I think they could improve it. Part of it is because it's my favorite movie, and I think it'd be cool to see it with, like, a lemon zest. You know, right?
Somebody a little better.
Yeah, or just who knows? Maybe they're worse, but just different. Like, say you throw fucking Leo, Matt Damon, and fucking, I don't give a fuck who it is. It would just be kind of fun. Or Lord of the Rings, and I think a lot of the acting there is pretty solid, but it would just be fun to,
with other people.
Yeah, what if Jonah Hill's fucking Gandalf?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that the new Lord of the Rings looks amazing. The
show?
Amazon one, yeah, but like the characters are not as involving because you don't know who they are.
It's totally separate.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's hundreds of years before.
Yeah.
So
but it's not Hobbit either.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not even actually named hobbits in this. They were Harfoots before they were hobbits.
I didn't know that. Yeah, because I read the books when I was a kid, but otherwise it's just movie lore.
It's all just like it's all extra stuff that he wrote after.
Yeah, I'll still probably dig it, but
yeah, I probably will too.
Yeah, that's the good thing about the Game of Thrones, even though I've still only seen one episode, is that it is far enough away from the Game of Thrones, but it's still connected. Like you can still, like you and I could draw the family ties if we had to. Like you're still understanding of what's going on.
Yeah. Have you seen the controversy around the opening?
No, the very
There's
beginning.
no opening in the first episode. The second episode opens with the Game of Thrones theme.
Oh.
Exactly. No variation.
Because the first one has some variation creeping in through the episode.
Through the episode, but not. There's no like opening.
The opening of Game of Thrones, where it's like the puzzle pieces building the city, is the fucking sickest thing.
So this
I would never skip. You could skip. I'm watching it, dude. I love it.
This is like that, except that it's blood flowing through.
That sounds cool.
Through kind of the puzzly thing.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah,
I'm not against. The controversy is that they
leeching
too hard.
Exactly the same one. Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah, I mean,
same with like Star Wars, right?
It is what it is.
Like some of them are so different, and obviously they're tied in a little tighter than this, but like you're gonna use the same music. It's just too iconic. You need the Dark Side of the Force music.
Yeah. Man, this is a tough question because it's something I think about a lot, but it's something that I couldn't just pull off the top of my head. What movie would have really benefited from having a different actor in the middle of it? Well, I would have put anybody in place of Tom Cruise for the Jack Reacher movies that he did, because those were. I
didn't see him.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I'm a very anti Tom Cruise guy. I don't know why.
You don't like The Rock either, and
I really dislike The Rock. The Rock I actually dislike. Yeah. Tom I don't dislike. I'm just And some of it, because acting's different, right? Like it depends on management agency and the obviously the director stuff, but the actor and what scripts they choose. So that some of the Tom Cruise stuff may just be, I don't like the movies he chooses. You know what I mean? And so then I don't like Tom Cruise.
You know, some of it too, your perception of a performance will change over time as well. Like I was just listening to a podcast about Starship Troopers. And at the time that movie came out, it didn't do very well. Because everyone didn't get that it was a satire.
Right. Yeah, a little parody.
But the performances are, they called it like, you know, Space 90210 or something like that. Because it was all people that looked like they were out of 90210. And were similarly shallow to the 90210 people.
Yeah. And it's similar era, right? So it kind of makes sense that maybe they tied in multiple parodies and layered them.
Yeah, and the thing was, okay, well, these people are a little bit dead inside already. So
that's like why I like Will Smith. Yeah. Like, do I think he's the greatest actor? No, but I tend to like the type of movies that he's chosen over time.
Yeah, maybe so.
You know what I mean? Like Bad Boys, that's right up my alley because I love Rush Hour 2. You know, Men in Black, I love sci-fi, I love comedy.
Yeah.
I Am Legend, I do like a little zombie-style movie. And then Will Smith, Muhammad Ali, I'm just a fan. You know, so like Will Smith ends up in the type of movies I like, so now I like Will Smith.
Oh, there you go.
Rather than, do I think Will Smith's the best actor? I don't know.
No, you just, you like the way he performs himself because he's basically himself in almost everything.
Yeah, besides Muhammad Ali, I do think he did a pretty good Muhammad Ali. Even though the movie, just the script's weird because it jumps around and it's only around one fight kind of and whatever. But and that's probably why I dislike Tom Cruise or don't like him. Where The Rock I actually just dislike because he's a fraud.
Well, what's your answer? Well, I'm still thinking about mine.
Yeah, I think I think you go two ways when my thought process it. You choose a movie you really like and you want to see a twist on it, like a Star Wars or a Lord of the Rings. I just love those movies. All right, let's throw a twist and see how it is. Or you choose a movie that you absolutely hated, but you think the writing has some potential, right? And then you put someone you think is dope in there to have it. Or even like maybe this isn't that exciting, but like Gladiator is one of my favorite movies, and I think Crow kills it. Like he's great in it. But like you could also throw Leo in there. Like Leo in Achilles is a little corny, but Leo's a great actor. If he got another chance at playing an ancient dude, he could probably kill that role too.
Yeah,
you could probably slip someone in there, and it'd probably be just as good, maybe better.
Yeah.
How about Avatar? So you hate Avatar.
Yeah.
And let's ignore some of the other flaws. Could you put an actor in there to make it more palatable? Because I actually don't think that guy's that bad. The movie's a little whatever.
No, he's not. I don't really have that much trouble with his performance. It's just the way it was written, the way he's directed. I think that, but he was going to be the thing for a minute there, and then he just fizzled out.
Yes, he kind of was. He was kind of the new Russell Crowe-y, handsome Tom Hardy.
And he was in one of the Terminator reboot movies too.
Yeah. That's the only Terminator I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Is the one with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, my God.
Maybe it was all right.
We need to fix that.
Yeah, it was all right.
I who else? What has... I think, what is Matt Damon? Speaking of Matt Damon,
yeah,
there are things he could have been better in, and I think like almost any movie that Tom Cruise did, he would be better than Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I like Matt Damon.
Yeah,
Departed's one of my favorite movies too.
I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, it's so good.
I shouldn't, but I do.
Really?
I do.
I think it's really good.
It's got a lot of problems, but but I think it's fucking loved it.
I think the core twists of it.
Yeah,
kind of like Inception. Like you can point out a bunch of problems, but like the core, like you think you know what's going on and you don't. Just that alone is innovative enough to make it a good movie for me.
Okay, well here's I just read an article on this, so this is a fair point. James Bond, but with Henry Cavill.
Is he trying or no? This is 100%.
He's desperately.
I know
trying.
A bunch of people are trying.
He's desperately trying.
I think Henry would be fine. I do like the Idris Elba move for James Bond.
At the same time, I would love to give him another character that he could just make his own.
Somewhere in there. Well, that's what they're doing, right? They're just going like 004 and it's a chick or something, and they're just moving on.
Yeah, but I read an article about Henry Cavill, and they said that when they were working on casting him as Superman, they pulled out one of the old George Reeves costumes to have him put on. It's like, this is not going to be it, but we just want to see what you look like in costume.
Yeah.
And everyone was like,
yeah, let's go.
Fuck, that's Superman right there.
I got mine.
Yeah.
My real one. I would like all the Batmans to play in the Christian Bale Batmans to see if I like Christian Bale or I just like the script of The Dark Knights.
Oh.
Right?
That's a fair
Who's
point.
Vampire Boy? The newest one?
Pattinson.
So throw Pattinson in those ones with the Joker and throw him with Bane. Because I just like those movies so much, I think Christian Bale's good. Sometimes I can't distinguish why I like it. I just like it. And maybe it's nostalgia. Maybe it's because I was in high school and loved movies when those came out or whatever. But I would like Pattinson and even give Affleck a shot. Give whoever you want a shot at the trilogy, and then I could judge which one I actually like, right? Because we were talking I was with the Masonemics boys last night, and we were talking about comparing. Eras in sports or eras in anything, and you just can't. You really can't. You have to take it for what it is at the time, right? And you can have a favorite or not, but you can't. It's really hard to do the Larry Bird versus the LeBron James. It's just too difficult. And so I think movies are like that too, unless you throw them in the exact same role, right? The exact same script with a very similar shot. So if we throw Pattinson in those trilogies, now I can really say, all right, Pattinson's a better Batman.
Well, this is why theater, particularly Broadway, is better comparison because it's exactly the same role. Sometimes if the rest of the cast is the same or close, and you put a different lead actor or lead actress or supporting or whatever, and you see what they are bringing to the table,
or the director, right? Because the script at its core of Shakespeare is not going to change, and then you see the director's twist, and then you see the real acting. It is a little bit like of an art form in a way, right? Because you really get to put yourself into that. Where you could be a pretty bad actor, but with movie, the editing could be so fucking good and the director could be so fucking good, they make you look good.
Yeah. Well, that's back to Star Wars. I mean, Star Wars only works because of the editing.
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah, I mean, plenty of things didn't make sense. I think I may have mentioned this before, but the only reason that there's a trench run in Star Wars is because the pieces of that model didn't fit together.
Yeah. So so they had to
come up with a way to marry them together. Yeah, it's like I feel like there's one just sitting there for me and I'm not coming up with it. I don't know. We'll continue it next time. However, speaking of the Massonomics boys, did you see they're looking at buying a short bus?
Yeah.
I just think that is so on brand.
What was it, like $5K? It looks so cheap.
45.
Oh,
45. And of course, I started looking, nationwide, the possibility of buying them. The cheapest other one that I found was $55. It was newer.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess those are probably in working shape because you could probably get a shit one.
Yeah, but it was hard to find them, honestly.
I think the van trend is bought up all vans and buses. Yeah, because people transform those into the houses.
Yeah, for sure.
And then so that's just a popular thing. And then where do you even find one? Yeah. I guess maybe some of those auctions, those government auctions, you could probably snag an old school one or an old public one somehow.
There are a couple of clearing websites in California that
but then it does seem sketch, right? Like those things are made to run all day long, but they have probably insane wear and tear.
Probably so.
Right?
Yeah. And they're all diesel engines.
Yeah, it seems risky.
Yeah, it does to me.
Unless you're a mechanic guy and really enjoy that, but I don't. I enjoy reliability.
I feel you on that.
Ladies and gentlemen, new episodes every Wednesday and Friday. Thanks so much for kicking it. Be sure to share this thing out on social media. We will repost. I'm Silent Mike where you want to find me. 3sb.co for your clothes. 3rd Street Barbell on Instagram. We'll see you there. And thank you so much.
I'm at the Jim McDonald on all the social media. This show, 50% Facts, where percent is a word and 50 is just numbers. 50% Facts is a Spreaker Prime podcast in association with iHeartMedia on the Obscure Celebrity Network. And we'll talk to you next week.